Space, the final frontier, especially for women and even more so for women of color.
Television in the 40s, 50s, and 60s weren't exactly the most accommodating. People were only homemakers, black people and other people of color were only archetypes.
Every woman needs to be herself at times. Your answer? Baking. Baking good, baking often.
Resilience that lets the weaker sex play half the night, then bob up clear-eyed, ready for the next morning's work. This frail creature strikes her typewriter keys about...
Stereotypes. Enter Nichelle Nichols, credited to be the first black woman or person of color in general to not be presented as a terrible, cartoony depiction of an ethnicity.
Considering the time frame, that's really saying something. Nichols was born in Robbins, Illinois in 1932. Not a good year. She was originally a performer, touring with the famed Duke Ellington.
She was in a few television roles, but none as influential as that of the famed Star Trek, appearing from 1966 to 1969 as Lieutenant Uhura. That's right, Lieutenant.
She was the first African American to appear as someone other than a stereotype, which made a lot of people nervous, but others empowered.
Like Martin Luther King himself, he recognized Nichols' role as a strong one. This was the first time a black woman was being portrayed as powerful, intelligent, in control of a spacecraft at that. He urged her to stay on the show as she thought about leaving.
She even convinced an ex-neo-Nazi to change his ways. Now that's power. Add that to the first biracial kiss to be nationally televised, and you've got a game changer.
And what a changer she was. She completely turned the cookie-cutter television standard on its head. She was proud of her ethnicity and owned it. She was treated as an equal by the rest of her team. She was a strong black woman and a great leader.
I'm afraid I changed my mind again.
You take a lot of chances, Lieutenant.
So do you, mister. So do you. Take over for me.
Even after Star Trek ended, her feminist, egalitarian ways only expanded. She inspired both Whoopi Goldberg, famous black comedian, and Mae Jemison, the first black female astronaut.
She worked alongside NASA to recruit people of color and women into their space programs. Through Women in Motion, she's accredited with recruiting both Sally Ride, the first female astronaut, and Guion Bluford, the first black astronaut.
If it weren't for her, these famous people wouldn't have set new standards, and the stereotypical figure of a black woman or a woman at home would have persisted. She kicked off the second wave feminism of the 70s.
She even has an asteroid named after her. If that's not success, I don't know what is.
Today, she's still working to recruit women and minorities into various science programs. Without Nichols, we wouldn't have many of the people of color working at NASA today.
And it's all thanks to Nichelle Nichols, the perfect activist. She changed America and made it more open for minorities and women. Her charities have helped many impoverished people.
Boldly going where no minority woman had gone before.
And that's all I could think of. Was Dr. King. Everything that he had said. The world sees us for the first time as we should be seen.
With the freaks in the trees and watch the wild